The Mad Titan Thanos is what the culmination of the MCU built up to, the main antagonist that finally appeared to threaten the Avengers in both Infinity War as well as Endgame. Thanos is by far the most popular and one of the most powerful villains in all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and undoubtedly his impact is the greatest of them all. So today we're breaking down a brand new rumor about Thanos potentially returning to the MCU, and a brand new report on the subject. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Obviously Thanos met his end at the hand of Tony Stark, when Stark laid down his life and laid down on the wire to stop Thanos, collecting all of the Infinity Stones and stamping the Mad Titan as well as his army from existence. The Marvel Cinematic Universe built up to Thanos for around a decade, but his exit from the MCU was ultimately satisfying. This report comes from MCU Cosmic, which indicates over at Marvel they do have tentative plans to bring Thanos back and to reintroduce him into the MCU. This would make a lot of sense though, as the MCU bounces around from timelines, with different movies set in different periods of time. We've even been hearing reports that by the end of Phase 4, Marvel will have 3 separate timelines altogether, with various branching off stories from each of the timelines, from the Fantastic Four to the X-Men to the Avengers, all taking place at different times and potentially even in different universes. But that's a big basket that we won't get into just yet. According to the report, it indicates that Marvel does want to bring Thanos back into the MCU eventually. In what role, I'm not sure though, and neither is MCU Cosmic. According to this report and this article, Marvel simply only has plans to bring back Thanos, but they're not sure exactly how they want to conduct it, just that they eventually do want to bring the character back. There's no specific storyline that they want to explore with Thanos, however, it is quote in the cards to bring him back. It does make sense that Thanos appears as a relevant character in a separate movie in an earlier timeline, and the main candidate for Thanos' return would of course be the Eternals. Even if he doesn't appear in this newest Eternals movie, it's quite possible he could appear in a sequel, as the timeline for the Eternals itself is set to bounce back and forth between millions of years potentially. It's simply inevitable that Thanos will return. These are simply the first mumblings we've been hearing about the return, and it hasn't really even been that long since Thanos' exit, meaning likely it could be a year or two till we see the Mad Titan on the big screen again. What role the character will play is unknown, even apparently at Marvel Studios, but nonetheless I would love to hear your thoughts on this, and what are your thoughts on Marvel bringing back a character like Thanos, as they've been known to do before, bringing back characters like Red Skull in both Infinity War and Endgame, a character that we hadn't seen since the first Avenger. Anyway my friends, what are your thoughts on this and this brand new report and article by MCU Cosmic? Do you guys think that Thanos will be returning to the MCU anytime soon? And when he eventually does, in what form would you like to see the character portrayed in? If you guys have enjoyed this video, smash that like button as it helps the channel out a lot. Hit that subscribe button to assemble and join our team, and have a great day.